Hello everyone, my name is Caleb and today I'm going to show you how Docusign can streamline the request for services process at the VA. We've already seen tremendous success at the Ann Arbor VA with the plan of care process. Within Ann Arbor Community Care alone, Docusign improved turnaround time by 83%, reducing the average processing time from 30 days down to 5 days. Ann Arbor also achieved a 100% improvement in compliance with a stronger audit trail, a reduced provider backlog, and consistent alignment with Medicare deadlines. Building on the success of the plan of care process, Ann Arbor has launched a pilot for the request for services process. To begin, community providers simply use a link to initiate the Docusign RFS process. A coordinator starts the process by completing the required information. Once submitted, the document automatically routes to the community provider for signature and then to the OCC for processing. The RFS form is now in a web form format and is clean, easy to read, and completely digestible. It guides users step by step to ensure all required information is captured the first time around. By replacing traditional PDF forms and email chains with structured web forms like this, Docusign eliminates errors, reduces back and forth communication, and ensures the OCC receives complete sign forms every single time. So let's take a look at how this process will work. I begin by clicking on the link, and here we're looking at the Docusign Request for Services web form for medical requests. Ann Arbor has elected to separate medical and DME requests and uses different links to begin each process. The process begins with the coordinator. They simply enter their name and email address to start the request. As you can see, the form's layout is simple and intuitive. Fields are clearly labeled, and Docusign automatically enforces which are required, ensuring that no key information is missed. I start by entering the coordinator name and the coordinator's email address. Next, the coordinator adds the veteran and ordering information. You'll notice that the VA facility field is already pre-filled, and the rest of the form captures key details such as the veteran's full name, date of birth, authorization number, and provider contact information. Because this is a Docusign web form, each field can be configured to validate data in real time. For example, checking email formats or ensuring all mandatory fields are complete before the coordinator can continue. This level of automation prevents incomplete submissions, saving both coordinators and OCC staff valuable time. And now I go ahead and populate this information. Alright, now that I've entered the veteran and ordering provider information, I click on Next, and I'm taken to the type of care request page. The final section captures the specific type of care being requested. The provider can select whether the care is needed within 48 hours, if it's a continuation of care, or if it's a referral to another specialty. Next, they'll enter the diagnosis codes and can choose from a predefined checklist of care types, such as home infusion, skilled home health care, or hospice and palliative care. Again, this format is designed to be clear and fast, guiding coordinators through only the fields relevant to their request while maintaining complete compliant documentation. Now I'm going to fill out these fields. Alright, as a coordinator, I filled out all of the type of care request information, and I'm ready to click Next. And now I'm presented with a summary view. If I've made any mistakes as I review this information, I can simply click on the pencil icon. It will take me back to that section, and I can fix anything that I need to change. All of this looks great, so I click on Next. At this point, the solution pulls all that information that I entered in the clean web form format, and it places it into the RFS form. I can see all my information is populated. I have one more chance to make any changes if I see any mistakes, but all I need to do now is click Finish. Once submitted, Docusign automatically routes the completed form to the provider for signature. Now switching roles, I'm playing the role of the provider, and I'll walk you through how the provider signs the RFS form. As you can see, I'm in my email. I'm using Gmail as I'm not a VA employee and do not have access to VA email. I'll go ahead and open this email. You'll see that there's nothing from ESZ provider to download, sign, upload, and figure out where to send the email next. What we send with Docusign is secure and encrypted access. I'll click on Review Document. This will open the RFS form in an encrypted signing session. I'll consent to use my electronic signature and continue. I can see all of the information that was entered by the coordinator on this RFS form, and I simply navigate to where I need to sign. I'll sign and enter my NPI number. Alright, as a provider, I have done all the required steps. I've signed, I've entered my NPI number, and my last step is to click Finish. Once signed, Docusign automatically sends the RFS form directly to the OCC for processing. No printing, scanning, or manual tracking required. Additionally, everyone involved in the process will receive an email with the completed document. The result is a seamless end-to-end workflow that saves time for coordinators, community providers, and OCC staff, ensuring complete and accurate forms are received every time. As you can see, I've received an email with the completed document attached. The document will also be stored within Docusign, on the Agreements tab. The VA has a document retention policy of 190 days, meaning it will be stored in Docusign for that duration until it is automatically moved to a deletion queue. Docusign captures a full audit history for the document, including when it was initiated, routed, and ultimately signed. In addition, Docusign generates a certificate of completion with each and every document transaction. Think of this as a proof of delivery document, kind of like a signing receipt. This is a court-admissible non-repudiation document. It shows the number of signers and recipients, who initiated it, who filled out the information, and in what order, what their signatures look like, and the IP address from where they signed. To summarize, Docusign streamlines the request for services process by saving time for community coordinators and providers, while improving efficiency at your OCC group. By ensuring that forms are complete, accurate, and signed before submission, Docusign helps your teams focus more on care delivery and less on administrative delays. We've already seen incredible results at the Ann Arbor VA, with faster turnaround times, improved compliance, and complete audit trails. We're excited to bring these same outcomes to your facility. Thank you, and we look forward to working with you.